Hello YouTube family, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharida. Welcome. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you fragrances that have really given me comfort. Many of you know that I suffer a very significant loss at the beginning of the year, the top of the year, January the 1st to be exact. I lost a parent, and me being almost 42, I have gone my entire life without having to experience a truly significant loss. And to lose a parent is just like, I didn't know how to navigate anything. I didn't know how to feel. I didn't know how to grieve. I just was at a loss. So during that time, you really do try to seek out comfort wherever you can. So sometimes it was just being with family. Other times it was really, finding a fragrance that I knew would wrap me up in comfort, that would brighten my day or lift my spirits or kind of change up my energy. And so I want to highlight the fragrances that have done that for me. And so without further ado, I know this is a little different. Let's just jump right in. All right, so fragrances can definitely be very therapeutic. I know this for a fact. I think that alone has really kept me grounded in fragrance. Like I go through my little trials of, oh, I'm interested in this, oh, I'm obsessed with this right now, and then it's on to the next hobby or thing or whatever. But fragrance has really just captured my heart, because in an instant your mood can be shifted or changed, or it just really makes you smile like in your heart when you smell something that you really truly love, or that puts you in a mindset to remember, something nostalgic or about your past that you really did love. So there is power in perfumery, okay? And don't let nobody tell you different. And it has been really important for me in this trying time. It really has. So with all that being said, it is important to remember that fragrance is therapeutic. It is not therapy. So that brings us to our sponsor for today's video, which is BetterHelp. It's so funny that quickly, like as soon as I lost my dad, I can just see how he is just showing up and working in all these different aspects of my life. Literally a few days after we laid him to rest, I started to think, okay, I'm going to need some therapy to kind of help me sort through a lot of this, because I'm going through really multiple huge life changes all at once right now that, some, I've spoken about, others I have not. The fact that I have so much to process, I wanted to speak with a therapist, and is literally, I checked my email and BetterHelp offered me a free trial and they wanted to work with me. And so I was just like, what are the odds of this happening? So I do want to let you know that I have personally used BetterHelp's services. I have, for the past 3 weeks, once a week, been meeting with my licensed therapist. She is literally like talking to family. So you do get to fill out a questionnaire where you can be very specific as to what kind of person you want to help you. So it was very important for me to have someone of a Christian faith base. I wanted someone that looked like me, because it's very likely that we would have very similar life experiences and that we can relate in a very particular way. So they were able to get me matched up with literally, I feel like, the perfect therapist for my particular needs. So it's very easy. It's very convenient. You get to schedule your appointments. It can be either video conference, or you can do a text style, or even just a regular chat. So whatever you feel comfortable with doing, they have that available for you to choose. Also, I love the fact that I don't have to worry about setting up a Zoom or FaceTime or all these other things. The video and the chat and everything can be done right there within the BetterHelp app. So you guys, if you have any interest at all in just trying out therapy, seeing what it can do for you, I highly recommend this particular service. And if you sign up using my particular link, is betterhelp.com/Sharida, you can save 10% on your first month. A big thank you again to BetterHelp for sponsoring this portion of today's video. And with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into these fragrances. So the first one, you guys, oh my goodness. This was purchased in December. So when I tell you, I began to experience this scent at the perfect time. And it's like a literal vanilla masterpiece. This is Vanille Planifolia, and this is an extrait by Guerlain. And they really did give us an extrait. So this has amazing longevity. It is not going to be very loud, but you will be able to smell this on you, and it smells phenomenal. It is a more of a simplistic vanilla, but it's not just super straightforward. It has some beautiful spices in there. It is very ambery. As you have amber, you also have some resinous qualities from the opopanox, and you have musk. It is just the most comforting scent probably in my entire collection. When I tell you the price point of this thing, the fact that I was wearing this every night to bed after I lost my dad speaks to the level of comfort that I was able to get from this particular scent. Oh my God, just smelling it, y'all, I cannot. Like, beautiful fragrance. That's all I can say. Beautiful fragrance, amazing longevity, and truly like this sweet, resinous, comforting scent. That is how I can describe it. It's just one you have to, if you're able to, try to get a sample of this from someone, test it on your skin, because you will find that it is literally a vanilla masterpiece. That is what I hoped for at this price point, and that is what they gave me. Guerlain does not disappoint with their vanillas. It is just a house that knows how to do a dang good vanilla, and this one is absolutely no exception. Again, this one is Vanille Planifolia Exrate 21 by the House of Guerlain. Next is going to be a beast mode scent, okay? So when I tell you, you want to really fill a room, you want to smell sweet and irresistible, but have this level of comfort and coziness and wrapped up in a cocooning scent, Unknown Pleasures is just that. So it is often compared to Lyra. I see what people are getting at when they say that, but this one really does have a little bit more of an aromatic quality to it. I do know the Lyra has the lavender. I get that, but this one is just a little bit more unisex, a little bit more aromatic, and it also has the addition of the Earl Grey tea. It is very lemon forward, but the lemon is not sharp, it's not astringent, it's not giving me cleaning products, none of that. What I'm getting from this is a very robust lemon that has so much caramel dripping over it. It has no choice but to smell smooth. That is what I'm getting from this. And a lot of these lemon gourmands are very much a miss for me, because the lemon can just really be too sharp for my particular taste on my skin. I feel that lemon is just one of those notes that really pulls very strong with my body chemistry. So it has to be done in a very particular way. And they have done it with this scent. This is definitely not going to be your safe blind buy, but sample it. I think it's one that you should get your nose on. I think this is a very popular one for the house, and I totally see why. I totally see why. I don't know what they do to make their performance so strong, but they figured it out, okay? So this one is a niche perfume that won't break the bank. This one is a niche perfume that will give you gourmand, but also some complexities where it makes it unique. It really does. And you don't need a lot. So this is going to last you forever in the day, and it's coming in at under that $200 price point, which I love to see. So it's a lot of bang for your buck. And y'all, when I wore this, God, people were hugging me in my mom's house as we all just kind of met up to spend time together. And like 2 different people on this particular day was just like, oh my God, like what do you have on? And it's like, I literally had to sit there, smell myself, think, because my mind was in 100 different places. It's like, oh yeah, Unknown Pleasures. I was like, what? Unknown Pleasures. So yeah, one that just ultimate comfort and really cozy and delicious and sweet and all of the things. Okay, this one again, Unknown Pleasures by Kerosene. Next up is one that is probably in my top of the tops. I don't talk about it much on the channel anymore, just because I know, if you know me, you already know about this fragrance, because I have talked about it every 3rd video for probably a solid year. But we're gonna talk about it today because no one has a place in my heart like SCHERZO by Miller Harris. This perfume, It is rose oud, okay? Very, very sweet. They have things listed like sweet notes where you don't know what you're smelling. It's a very indiscriminate sweet, but it's a lot of it. So if you love a sweet oud, that's like my weakness. I love a feminine oud that is extremely sweet, and that is what I get from this. You do have Divana, so it's going to probably be one of the love or hate scents, but this combination of tangerine and sweet notes and rose and oud, and oh, it is just mind-blowingly addictive for me. Some people say it comes off scratchy. Not on my skin, honey. It's smooth as a baby's butt. It's sweet. It's irresistible. Very, very well performing. This one's going to last you 12, 16 hours plus. And I find that this one has a very loud, projection. So the sillage is there. And people, women in particularly, always want to know, what do you have on, because it smells phenomenal. It smells very unique to me. It smells very feminine, very beautiful, and it's got some strength and power to it, but not to the point where it's overbearing or it's very difficult to wear or very heavy. Not gonna be for everyone, okay? But it's definitely my favorite rose oud combination. And I find again that it's very, very unique to anything in my collection. Though I have quite a few rose ouds, nothing can compare to Scherzo by Miller Harris. Next up is going to be one that, of course, I had to feature because this has a level of happiness and comfort that can never compare to anything else in my collection. And this is the perfume that I did in collaboration with Navitus. This is MAHNI CASSONADE. It's a very, very cozy, ambery, musky dessert gourmand vanilla scent. So you have the vanilla ice cream, but you also have a very, posh vanilla caviar note and lots of toffee and a huge amount of amberwood, which I particularly love and find truly comforting in perfumes. So those are things I wanted to see in my fragrance, and that is what Mr. Bertrand Duchefort gave me. He gave me something that truly exceeded my expectations. Is brown sugary goodness, but there is a level of, like I said, it's like this coziness, it's sensual, it's perfection to my nose. Not everyone will agree, of course, but this, of course, has double meaning for me. Like, my dad was really proud of what I was able to accomplish, and he was around to see this happen for me. So when I put this on, like, it's so many like moments wrapped up in this particular bottle. Woo, okay, y'all, I'm back. I had to take a break. Like, this is a very emotional video for me to shoot right now. So yeah, let me just close this one on out. So very cozy, comforting, and when I say comfort, I mean that in a multitude of ways. This one again, MAHNI CASSONADE from Navitus. You all, don't forget, you can always save on Navitus. So if you want information on how to do that, it's going to be linked in the description box as usual. So next up is going to be a clean scent. Can you believe it? A clean scent, you guys. But this is another 13. Very, very impossible. Wait, like, it's impossible to describe this. This is one you just have to test for yourself. You just have to smell it for yourself, because it's a scent where you can be completely agnostic to everything, or nose blind to everything that is going on in this fragrance. It is a hodgepodge of moleculars, okay? So either this is going to really be prominent to you and on your skin and to your nose, or it's going to smell like nothing at all. So with that being said, let me tell you what I get. So this has notes of, I think, like an ambrette pear. Ambrette seed to me is just automatically extremely addictive. But you also have Iso E Super, you have Cetilox, you have Havetolite, you have Ambretolite. Like, the whole base is just molecular woods, ambers. Like, it is just addictive, okay? And I know we're smelling a bunch of molecular chemicals, and I think that clearly That's why it can have such an addictive feel and quality to some people. But oh, it is like musk heaven. This also has some moss and some jasmine in the mid, along with that musk mellow. But the pear, I get that the most as far as the fruits, because it does also feature like citruses and some apple at the top. But for me, this is like pear, it is ambret seed, and it is all of, you know, the beautiful molecular woods. That's what you're gonna get, and ambers. So if the idea of sounding fresh but addictive, like, it excites you, then this is it. Like, this is the one you need to try. Again, very hard to put into words what one can expect. But one I highly recommend everyone get their nose on, because it is truly comforting. It is definitely like my favorite, you know, fresh molecular scent of all time. Masterpiece, okay? So the next one I want to talk about is one that will not take its foot off my neck, okay? And that is Bianca Latte. This is ultimate sweet comfort in a bottle. I can literally be feeling like I don't wanna, like, I can't. You put this on, you're going to have a smile come across your face and you're going to have your eyes roll in the back of your head. Something about the muskiness of this, the true gourmand, like overindulgent sweetness of it, that is just so comforting to me. And this one you put on, honey, you will smell this all day until the cows come home and they go into the barn and go to sleep for the night. Like, that is what you get. Like, this is performance. This is beast smoke. This is longevity. This is gourmand 10 out of 10. That is how I describe Bianca Latte. It's caramel, it's honey, it's a little musky, curcumin, I think, actually, and it's just indescribably delicious. It is so creamy and what gourmand dreams are made of. That is how I can best describe this. And if you are one of the few people on God's green earth that are gourmand lovers, but you haven't tried this fragrance, I highly recommend you do. Test it first, because it's too much. It's too much for some. Test it, get you a 5 mil, go to town, and it's worth the hype, y'all. It's hyped, but it's worth the hype. So the last one on this list is actually going to be one that, whoa, it's not for the faint of hearts, okay? But if you're looking for a fruity scent that will capture the attention of everyone within a 10-mile radius, Herbal Gold is it. Herbal Gold, I love more than Herbal Pura. Herbal Pura, I would smell that and I would, ooh, beautiful. But I never felt compelled to get a full bottle of it. So when this one came out, I automatically wanted it. Twisted Lily was so kind enough to send this over to me upon my request. And this one did not disappoint. This definitely smells like Herbal Pura, but to me, the musk is dialed back just a tad. And they have balanced this with the most beautiful warm amber quality. So you are getting all of the fruitiness that we love from Herbal Pura, but this one is easier to wear. This one has monstrous projection. You may put this on and you don't think so. I wore this to my mom's house. Came into the door, went to the family room, whatever. My sister comes down from upstairs. About 20 minutes later, she said, "Oh, wow, Sharida, I smelled you from upstairs in the bathroom." Y'all, that is the projection that this has. I hadn't been upstairs. I hadn't been near her, hadn't seen her. She smelled me several rooms away on a different level of the house. So when I say this is bang for your buck, light on the trigger, you only need a couple sprays and everyone will smell you. And it's just a scent that is strong, that don't let up. You know how sometimes a scent can be really strong and your nose will just kind of turn it off? Mine doesn't do that with this one. I smell it all day, and all day it's giving me like this bright sense of sweet, fruity deliciousness, muskiness, comfort, and this very beautiful rich amber in the base. I love it. I love it. And I cannot wait to wear it out more for spring and summer. Though I feel like I should have been wearing this all winter, but it's just something about the fruitiness of this. You think spring and summer. But I did definitely wear it, you know, throughout that very trying time because it was just loud and one that really made me happy. It really made me smile. So again, Herbal Gold. You can purchase this 10% off at Twisted Lily. All right, so you guys, that is our list for today. Let me breathe. Very difficult but therapeutic video for me to film. So you guys drop me a comment below and let me know some scents that you really do find comforting and therapeutic to you. Do you turn to fragrance, you know, during trying times in your life? I know I certainly do, since I have started my fragrance journey, and I'm so happy to have it for that, you know, for that particular reason and many others. But you guys, that is it. Be sure you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure your notification bell is turned on, set to all. And last but not least, give the video a big thumbs up if you found any value in the content. And again, a big thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. It has been real. I love you all, YouTube, and I will catch you guys on the next one.